Street.
Oh, you know what time it is
No doubt.
because it's winter's time, Jay. That's what time it is. We're here 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on a Tuesday. Just finished week 11. We're getting into week 12 of the NFL. Week 12, Jay. Doesn't it seem like yesterday we were talking about training camp and now it's week 12?
I know, right?
So we are here on the Broad Street Misery Network. This is the Fly Eagles Fly podcast. Corey Alexander, along with the always fashionable, always lovely
J-Bliss.
There it is. All right. Who looks like an out-of-work actor with his black zip-up.
Eagle stuff, boy.
Oh, there it is. There's the Eagles. All right. I had to go Kelly Green. Go Kelly Green this week, you know.
Yeah, that's right. It is Kelly Green. On the road, by the way.
On the road. Remember, that's what's different. That's why we had to go a little Kelly Green.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, though. We got a lot of things to cover tonight. I think before we get to the game action, which we always do, I got to bring up some topics that you can't be angry at me. I'm just bringing them up.
Right.
Because you know my love for everybody. But we got to talk about this because this has been the hot topic for the past 24 hours, and I got to get your thoughts on it. So first and foremost, Lane Johnson, the latest update with him, by the way, everybody, is that he does have some sort of Liz Frank injury, which I guess, by the way, and I told you, Jay, as soon as they said foot injury, it's always a Liz Frank, and they won't know whether he needs surgery or not until another couple of days because the swelling's still pretty big. So once they figure out if the ligament is separated from the bone, they got to have surgery. If the ligament is just strained from the bone, then he could be back in 4 to 6 weeks and be back. So there you go. So here's the two things that came up. There has been talk of, and let me get to it here. With the Eagles, there was confirmed reports. You're already skeptical. So there have been reports that during the Green Bay game, AJ and Hurts went a little rogue, that they decided that they were going to pass to each other, which kind of makes sense because he didn't even look at Devontae or Goddard, who were both open on quick outs to make that first down, which would have been an easier throw and a first down.
Mm-hmm.
So there has been a trend over this whole season, really. And I'm hearkening back to 2023. I don't know which is going to be, I don't know how I feel just yet. So I want to get your thoughts, but it seems a little 2023 when after halfway through the season, there was a lot of reports that Jalen Hurts went a little rogue. He decided to call a lot of his own plays. They went off script. Jay left. I don't know where the hell he just went. He's so angry, he had to leave the show. That's how angry he is before we even get to my point. He's like, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm out of here, man.
I got you.
There is talk of there's a little discontent within the Eagles organization. Now, whether this is true or totally not, there's a lot of people's just their sources, but who knows? It could be a person's opinion. But they're not entirely, as an organization, they're not entirely happy with Hurts the way he's handled things this year because he hasn't been that leader that he was last year, and then he has decided to do things a little differently on the scrimmage calls. Now, last year, you and I both talked about this. He was amazing at recognizing the blitz, recognizing the calls, seeing the defense. This year, it's not totally on him, right? It's not on one person this year. We always know that because you can't make the line block better. You can't make the play call better. You got to execute. But there's been times where they said he has completely gone off script where Patullo has called the right play, but he's not throwing to the person that play is designed for, that he's either picking AJ or picking somebody else when Goddard's wide open, Barkley's there. So your thoughts on the fact that there is some discontent with Hurts this year based on why he's gone a little off script and that he's doing things not exactly to what Kevin is telling him to do?
I heard about this and I kind of look at it like it's more of a because here's the thing. Wentz went through the same thing, whereas he's calling a play he thinks is better in the situation, which they give him the right to do.
Right.
And
he's earned that.
He has earned it. And that's where you saw Nick Sirianni asking why on the sideline after the play.
Yep.
They caught him asking why. And obviously Nick covered up for it during the press conference, like, nah, that was my call, da 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 da, and he's going to just take the bullet for him.
Right.
But I feel like Jalen is smart enough. I feel like he's smart enough to recognize now that this story is out, right? Pick your spots. Because this offensive coordinator ain't shit. You know that. Like, we know that. So he probably does know more at this point. Look how many offensive coordinators this man has had since he's gotten from college all the way into the league. He knows what he like. He knows what he likes. He knows what works, and he knows what he's best at doing.
Okay.
So if it's up to a 4th down, and he's like, I know I got a good long ball. I trust AJ to get the ball or get open. I need my protection to be correct for me to do it. And if that safety rolls over or that DB, like we talked about before,
yep,
already knows what's coming.
Right.
He's not falling for it. He's not going to fall for a double move. He's not going to fall for a hitch and go. He's going to be like, hey, man, I know you're going deep. I'm just going to play back, and I'm going to wait for the ball to come. So now it's to the point where AJ and Jalen have to be like, all right, act like you're going deep and cut it in on the inside, or I'm going to hit you with a back shoulder. Like, those are the things that's going to happen. I don't have a problem with him going against Nick Sirianni or Kevin Patullo. If he was going up against Kellen Moore and going opposite of what Kellen Moore was saying, different story.
So my thoughts are this. So first and foremost, yeah, we talked about Kevin, and we definitely have our problems with him.
Mm-hmm.
But that won't make the O-line healthier. It won't eliminate the offensive penalties, which have been killing him. The offensive penalties have been killing him. Remember the tush push in the Lions game? Now, that wasn't Steen. We realized that Steen was right, but still there was a penalty, right? So that hurt that play. And who knows if the game is different if they get that tush push, right?
Right.
It's not one thing, but my problem is this. You're saying, like, look at AJ, right? So if they have this thing where AJ's going to get that ball, and he knows that this is a play that they run and the safety's going over there, why would you throw it? And B, if AJ knows that this is coming, why did he give up? Like, I know you're saying that the safety's coming, he's not going to get it, but if you know, if Hurts says, listen, it's coming to you, I'm not going to Goddard, even if they're open, I'm going to you, why are you giving up on the play? That doesn't make sense to me. Something is definitely off. And here's the other side of that. It happened again in the Lions game, Jay, where there was a pass to AJ, and he kind of just trolled off and went out of bounds. The ball landed like on the 3 yard, like it landed in bounds.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, and he just kind of just stopped. So I there's something there deeper than this for sure. And it's weird that it came out this week that as a collective, people aren't happy with. Now, Jordan Mailata, I have this down because I saw this interview with him. He has a show every week. He, of course, denied. He's like, I don't even know what's going on with that. It doesn't even make sense. I believe that. I believe that the line and Hurts and AJ, I think they're all okay, but they all got problems, right? Everybody's bitching about something, which they should be because it's not doing well.
Right.
But my question to you is, why if AJ, I don't know what that is, why is AJ not following through on some of these routes or not even, and then why is Patullo not giving him in routes? I mean, there seems like they're doing this thing like 2022 when they went to the Super Bowl where they didn't give him any in routes because they didn't want him throwing picks. They didn't want him challenging himself. But if that's open and he can throw it, why are we avoiding something that could make this offense better when the entire league knows it's all out of the outside on the hashes? It's nothing inside the hash. It's all outside. So that's what they're playing every time. So there's nothing to throw to.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I feel like Jalen, and I don't know the dynamic between AJ Brown. At this point, the AJ Brown thing for me is just a mystery, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I'm kind of like, hey, man, I need you off this team if you're going to be acting like that. Like go make the play. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go make the play.
Go ahead.
And I think that window's my fault. I was trying to stream to my pages.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let Jim fix that. But
Okay.
yeah, so and you can take that down, Jim, if you can. But like that, so the thing about it is like I get what you're saying. And I know, I mean, you know, I'm mad about people that have these like sources and try to cause a whole bunch of drama between the team. And I think part of it is making sense, but I'm not putting the blame on Jalen. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm still my focus is still on Patullo. Until you show me that we could put up 40 points, and you're not gonna make it seem like it's Jalen's fault we ain't putting up 40 points a game.
Right.
Because you still calling the majority of the plays, and none of them is working. Right. You're not gonna sit there and tell me, oh, because Jalen ain't throwing to the person I said throw it to. Well, guess what? When they pan back and they show the routes, ain't nobody open.
So there's my other, before we get deeper into this thing, because I want to talk about that too. Here's my other issue. This goes so deep, Jay, that this is my other thing too. They had an interception and they stopped 4 fourth downs. 5 fourth downs.
Right.
Essentially, those are 6 turnovers, right? You get 6 turnovers in a game, you should be up like 40-0.
Right.
So explain how we only get 16 points with 6 turnovers, not to mention the fact, explain to me how they're missing a Pro Bowl corner. They're missing another top first-round corner. They're missing their all-pro safety. They're down to second and third guys in their secondary, and you can't get separation?
Yeah.
So this is not all Jalen, and this is like Smitty and AJ are not getting separation on second and third tiered guys. That's not good.
I still think it's play calling. Like I still think it's putting a person in motion, getting the person, finding a mismatch. Like you had a mismatch like a couple of times in the game where you had a linebacker on AJ, and I was like, all right, that's a mismatch. Like they found that one, right?
Right.
The one play where they had Dotson that went over the top, and they actually got him wide open, and that was just from a rollout. You understand what I'm saying? And Jalen was able to read it, but like the mismatch when you have Goddard and you got a linebacker trailing them, like those type of things. Like find those mismatches, and then keep on that. But that's the straight up 2 receiver on one side, 1 receiver on the other, and then trying to read the safety. Like and the routes are just going a post route, a cross route, and then a up and come back. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man.
It's
Adoree Jackson can cover all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like really. It's like, dude, like come up with something. I mean, and here's the thing. What if, and you don't say it's not possible because we in week 12.
Okay.
What if over the next 4 games we put up 30 points a game? Right?
Okay.
Over the next 4 games. And then all of a sudden, the defense start fucking up. And right now you like, yo, what's Vic Fangio doing? Like you see it happen all the time. Like you see it happen all the time. Defense is on tilt. Everybody like, oh man, this defense is unstoppable, man. You know what I'm saying? Offense look like trash. Offense put up 40 points. Defense give up 38. You're like, dude, what's going on? Right? And it's like, we all want both things to be happening at the same time. You know the team that got both of them happening at the same time right now? The LA Rams. They got both of them happening at the same time.
Offense and defense, yeah.
Offense and defense. However, Seattle almost came back and won that game. And they had 4 turnovers. They had 4 turnovers, and they still almost lost that game. We caused that many turnovers, stopped 5 fourth downs, and only had 16 points to show for it.
Right.
And I'm looking at it like, dude, we at least supposed to have 25, 26 points right now. At the minimum. At the minimum. And I'm not putting that on Jalen Hurts. I just can't do it. I'm putting that on Kevin Patullo. 14 points alone, Kevin Patullo should have been able to put up for us.
So there's the crux, though, which I need to get to too. Okay, if he's gone a little rogue, right? He's kind of gone off what Kevin has done. So this can't be on Kevin. Right. And we both know that the past 2 games. Now, the other games, you know, he was up and down, but he was efficient, right? He got the job done, which
that's what he had with the Giants game.
Right. That's what except for the Giants game. And by the way, real fast on that pick note, Did you know that in practice, this is what I got from another thing I heard.
I saw it.
He hit AJ 4 times in practice.
The same play, right?
And then and then he goes short.
Yeah.
But why? And then again, that's him. That's not on Kevin. That's on him.
Yeah.
So if if Hurts is going off script, then Howie's he's looked really bad the past 2 games. I mean, not crazy bad, but he only hit 50% of his passes on the Lions game. He did not look great in the Packers game. How do you explain him not looking good? If he's kind of going off on his own and he's not using a lot of Kevin stuff, then why has he still not looked better based on what his own choices are?
Here's the key.
That was the best left-hand turn I have ever seen.
Maybe this man is so smart. Maybe he I'll win when I have to. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like Kevin. I want him to get fired, and I'm gonna play just as good enough to win these games.
Okay.
Now think about this for a second. When we lost to the Giants, that was just a horrible performance.
Oh, all around. Everybody.
But when we lost to Denver, that was on the defense. It wasn't on the offense. Then they came back and beat us.
However, that's true. However, let's look at this. If the offense didn't have they had a lot of 3-and-outs that game.
But that defense, Denver defense wasn't no slouch.
Okay, true.
We still had the lead.
I agree.
Yeah, we still had the lead. But so my whole thing is, what I'm just saying, if they really feel like that, because obviously ownership had a conversation with AJ. They already had a conversation with AJ, like, look, hey, stay off social media.
Yeah. And that's from the big guy.
Right. If he's going rogue and these reports are coming out, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to sit down and have a conversation with Jalen.
Right.
Like, Jalen, if you don't want to do what the coaches are asking you to do, we might sit you down for a game and let the other guy come in.
Ooh.
If the other guy come in
and does good,
put up 35
with that script,
with the script, we go like, Jalen, what's the deal? You want to be here or not, baby?
Because and that's the other part.
But if Heskin boy get in and he out there looking like Shador, they're like, it's Kevin Patullo and Jalen doing the best he can with what he got. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a tremendous view, Jay. Because here's the other aspect.
It's basically you can't believe what it is because we haven't seen the other side of it. If Jalen is making lemonade out of lemons and it looks bad on him because he's covering for that, we're looking to blame him now again for going off script because he know what the play is going to be is bullshit.
But if somebody comes in and looks great,
then we got another question to have.
Yeah.
But I'm more likely to believe what have you done for me lately, right?
Right.
And what my quarterback has done for me lately is won a Super Bowl and was the Super Bowl MVP. So who am I more likely to side with? Him or Kevin Patullo?
No, you got a good point. Now, but here's the other aspect to that. I'm wondering, again, speaking of 2023, when shit in the middle of the season, man, just started to go down, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if this is an already sinking ship that we can't see it and it's about to go down just because of this offense. But I haven't seen a lot of and again, last year they really kind of sink. Now winning helps that, but like Sirianni and Hurts were like slapping each other. It wasn't like a big love fest, but it was like, you could sense that those guys had a chemistry late in the year that they've developed and are like, okay, now we're good with each other.
Right.
This year, I haven't seen that at all. And I'm wondering if those same insecurities about their relationship are coming back to the forefront because Kevin's his boy. Kevin's his guy that he's bringing along and Hurts doesn't like him. And now they're back to square one where remember in that year, 2023, Hurts had his own version. Johnson had his own version. Sirianni and there's 3 cooks in the kitchen. You can't do it.
Right.
Whereas last year it was more, and that was it. There was only one guy running the show, and that was it. And then Hurts was able to cherry pick certain things based on what Moore's foundation was.
Yeah.
But this seems like it's going back to 2023 where there's just there's something bubbling under the surface, and it's going to erupt at some point, and we got to stop it before it happens. I'm nervous about all that. So good point. Like maybe he's just trying to keep the tip steady, and so he can be like, dude, I want to get Kevin out of here. I don't like his offense. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm more on the side of let Jalen do what Jalen do. We're 8-2 with him doing it that way. And I think that everybody thinks that this offense is going to wake up. Everybody knows that it's going to wake up. And I hope that they keep playing the way they're playing right now. And when the playoffs come, we get a Washington game and we get a Super Bowl game. And then what are you going to say then?
I'm going to say yes.
You only need 2 great games. You know, it's like we done proved that 2 different times, right? You only need a lot more. You only need 2 great games in the playoffs. That's it.
Well, right now they're trying to get that number 1 seed, and that's where they're headed. But it's a lot of work till then. So,
well, no, you still got 3 games, but I'm saying you only need 2 great ones.
2 great ones. True.
You think about it. We only had 2 great ones. We only had 2 great ones when we won in 2017, and we had 2 great ones last year.
Yeah. Okay. But we need 3 wins.
Well, yeah, we
need 3 wins to get there.
We actually had 2 great ones in 22, but we just that holding call.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we had the one in the other game. All right, so let's get to the game review a little bit. Let's start with our 4 points, and that's I got to do a lot of deeper dive with you as well, and then go back and do some stuff as well. But let's get to our 4 points first. So as always, folks, we got our 4 points, we got our game balls, our drama queen, and our grades, and then we get a little deeper into those grades through different breaking down the quarterback, running back, and different stuff that we're doing. So let's get to our 4 points. What's your first 4 point?
Elite defensive performance. Elite.
And we'll get deeper into that. And my first point is just the same as yours. I said the D is super parenthesis bold parenthesis because that is looking. And here's the thing: we can't say yet that Jalen Phillips is the total difference, but boy, he is a difference maker so far.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 levels, like all 3 levels. The interception was crazy. I was like, dude, that I haven't got hyped like that in a long time.
That's his first regular season interception.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Right,
and Quinion still doesn't even have one, which is crazy.
But that dude be sticking to people like glue.
I got statistics on him, you wouldn't believe. But go ahead.
Yeah. I saw him. Yeah.
So the D is. So we both think the D is just it's getting to that elite level. Even though we'll get to the rankings later, which you love the rankings. We got to get to the rankings. Got to show you it's
that doing real wild. You talking about the D?
It shows you how bad they were so far this year that they still can't creep out of like the 20s.
Right.
All right. So number 2, 4 point.
Offense is too vanilla. It's just too. There's no flash. There's nothing, man. Like some of those run plays, like Tank Bigsby, the run that run when he ran to the outside and they had the lead block. I'm like, where is that? Why are we not running that? Why are we not running that with Barkley in the game?
Exactly.
So yeah,
and also why aren't they blocking like that for Barkley?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Listen. I don't know.
Number 2 for me is very much the same. It's almost like we copied each other. So I said the offense officially is not only predictable but dysfunctional. I think that's the word because Jody Camera and John Ritchie had a heated discussion about like the offense stinks, and John Ritchie says it doesn't stink. So here's my thing on this real fast. To me, this is the definition of this offense does not stink. It doesn't. It's dysfunctional because what you have in that offense, you have plays from last year that worked, so use them. You got players that worked last year, so use them. So you got the players, you got the scripts, but it's dysfunctional because the players in the script are not matching. So the offense doesn't stink. It's just currently dysfunctional that needs to get function to be elite because they can be that way. So that's to me is the right answer. It's not that the offense stinks or not stinks. It's dysfunctional, but it can be functional if they get their shit together.
Yeah.
And by the way, in the first half, I don't know if you noticed this, but the Lions seem to know when certain plays were coming. That's how predictable it's gone. I don't know if you know that, but certain teams over the past couple of weeks, it's almost like a Jomo. They're not calling them out. You don't see them calling them out, but they seem to roll the coverage or roll the linebackers all the way to where Barkley is going.
Yeah, it's predictable to know when we're gonna run the ball. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Jalen's been under center way more this season than he's ever been, and there was one play where he got caught, like his back was to the defense, so he turned around, there was everybody in his face, and I'm like, well, that's what his fear is about playing under center. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're gonna have to mix it in a little bit more, and then like have him back off the line of scrimmage sometimes, like go back in the shotgun sometimes.
Sometimes, like, because they had four negative plays before halftime. Four negative plays. That just it can't happen. Yeah. All right, number 3 for you.
There's not an offense in this league right now that scares me. Not one. Like you name a team and tell me, because this last offense we just played, that's like one of the top offenses in the league.
Well, they were number 3.
Still one of the top. Now we about to play another top offense this weekend.
In Dallas. Yep. They're number 3 now. The Lions are 4.
Yeah. So like I told you, and it'll be the same. Like I'm telling you right now, they're not putting up a lot of points on us. It's not going to happen.
Number 3 point now is I think we can call Q, with all due respect to Patrick Surtain, the best corner in the NFL.
Yeah, he's up there, man.
I mean, it's just right now, it's disgusting how good he is.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have 0 catches against you, I'm sorry, but that's if you're not the best corner, you're certainly in the top 3, and that's just to me is like he's now officially elite.
Yeah, I mean between Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown, like those are elite receivers. Like those are up there with the Puka Nakuas and everybody else at the top of the league. And to hold them to 0 catches, and the only time those dudes got catches was when he wasn't on them. That's crazy.
That's good. It's like crazy. They were all in the huddle like, listen, can I get a Dory Jackson for like 2 or 3 plays? Because
Amon-Ra St. Brown had 2 catches.
I know, but you're always in the huddle like, dude, you take Q. I'm gonna go to a Dory, man. I need to
get Jared Goff like he's not on me. He not on me. Like
hey, fantasy points over here. Fantasy points way over here, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. What's your 4th point?
Staying healthy will be key. So, with the Lane Johnson injury, and I'm Team Fred, dude. Like
I know.
You can say what you want, dog. Fred Johnson don't miss a beat. I mean, we know Lane is out. We feel the nervous energy. We like, dude, Lane out. Do you know what the pass was? Anytime Lane was out, that was a loss.
Right.
This dude do not miss a beat. Fred Johnson, dog. He should. Matter of fact, I should change my game ball because he just, dude. He don't like he didn't miss anything.
Yeah, he actually remember he handled Troy Hendrickson last year when he filled in for Mailata.
Yes,
so you can go either side.
Fred Johnson, man.
Fred Johnson. Okay,
I'll give you a Fred Johnson jersey.
In that same vein, I'm worried about the offensive injuries with. Listen, Cam has not looked good all year.
Yeah.
Dickerson has not looked good all year.
Right.
Lane is out. And Steen is okay. We actually, I can't believe this. I don't know if you saw this, but Steen was ranked 3rd out of 17 right guards.
I saw that on the announcements. But here's the crazy thing.
What?
Dickerson, so Dickerson and Steen are as good as their supporting cast.
Right.
I think Dickerson's struggles is because Cam is not there.
Also, I think it's because he's injured.
Exactly. But I think the same thing goes. I think Steen has grown into, he's not a Mekhi Becton for crying out loud. So everybody needs to cut that out. But he hasn't been horrible. He was a little questionable in the beginning.
Right.
But he hasn't been horrible. All in all, the offensive line, other than the run game not getting off like we wanted to, it ain't killed us.
Right.
It ain't killed us. And
they're still the top half of the league, I would say.
We ain't listen, we seen horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like you see horrible every week.
Ben Tamburillo, really? He's coming in.
Quarterbacks running for their life. You understand what I'm saying? Like let's not say that.
Antone Davis.
Right. Like Stoutland's doing his job. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our game ball for you.
Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, man.
Yeah.
90 and 98, man. Them dudes.
And Fred Johnson.
Listen, but them dudes they were better than a blitz, like an all-out blitz at times. I mean,
Right.
you got 4 people on the line, and you got people brought back in coverage, and they just batting balls down like, yeah, man, that's not gonna work. Like you need to put it up in the air. You can't, you're not throwing it here. You ain't throwing it here. You darn sure ain't throwing it across the middle. I'm swatting that thing down like volleyball.
You're doing this whole thing.
Yeah, he like, nah, man. Like, go ahead, man. Let's. Hey, and it was like they was knocking it down. Like, hey, 4th down, man. I was like, that's crazy.
I agree with Fred Johnson. That is huge to come in and not skip a beat. I mean, he's still not Lane, but he's as good as you're going to get without Lane.
Yeah.
I had to give it to 5 guys. I had to give it to DeJean because he played a great game overall in that slot. Because Ahmad St. Brown was the only time that Brown or the other guy.
Jameson Williams. It was
Jameson
when
Williams. When they were doing something because you saw Jameson Williams coming across. Jackson was trailing him about 2 yards behind him.
Yeah.
But DeJean had a great game. Carter and Davis, I also had 2. And then, of course, Q, because my boy, I mean, Q is just amazing. But last but not least, Nakobe Dean. And I'll get it to him because he did have a couple of – all these guys, by the way, did have a couple of nicks in their game. But Dean overall, man, he has changed this defense from allowing 4.6 yards per carry to 3.6 yards per carry ever since he's come back. That cannot be underestimated. That's outstanding what that guy brings to this defense.
And the way Nick blitzes him is crazy. Like, you see him blow up that running back?
Dude, he didn't even touch Goff. He didn't even touch him. He just threw the running back into him and he fell down.
But he pushed the ball and Goff fell down. I was like, dude, that dude is on steroids, dude.
That guy, you could sneeze and knock him down, man. Come on.
He blew that running back up. I was like, dude, that running back was like, I don't want no part of this dude coming at me full speed.
Dude, Dean that's the thing too, is he's not tall, he's not wide, but he's just stacked. He's like a little fire plug, and he comes at you full force. Dude, I don't want any part of that either.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, let's get to our drama queens of the week. Let's put on our little girly dresses, and let's get to the drama queen.
Detroit fans. That's my drama queen. Like, listen, man. Let me explain. Listen, where's my camera at? Right here? Okay. Listen. Listen. Let me tell you something, Detroit fans. Y'all talk all that junk. I got video after video after video of people talking trash. You got what you asked. You wanted to play the Eagles. You've been talking about playing the Eagles since last year. No different than when the New Orleans Saints did the same thing. Oh, that would have been our Super Bowl. That would have been this. You had this date scheduled. Y'all wanted to play us the first week. Y'all had to wait 10 weeks. You got what you asked for. You wanted to play the champs. You played the champs. Guess what? You came up short. You didn't have the game you thought you was going to have, and we beat your ass. Now, you got mad because the ref made a call that was questionable on a pass interference at the end of the game. Let me ask you this, Detroit. Do you really think that Jared Goff is going to finally find a way to get the ball in the end zone when we've shown you and everybody else that we're the number 1 team in the red zone when it comes to defense, and you went for it 5 times on 4th down and got denied? You mad at us, the ref, or your stupid ass coach?
And by the way, don't forget that 2 calls were screwed up for us. Number 1 with the Steen call, which was incorrect.
Yes.
Number 2, AJ did not leg whip anybody. He was falling to the ground.
Yes.
And we got nicked 15 yards for nothing.
And guess what? Guess what those penalties led to? Nothing. Our defense was like, we got you. Don't worry about it.
But
if we had lost that game, I guarantee you we wouldn't be complaining the way y'all complaining. We lost the Super Bowl because of a call. Yeah. And we still didn't cry as much as y'all cried over this past week.
And here's the thing, too. Who knows what would have come about had those plays gone our way and not had the penalties.
Yeah.
So there might have been nothing to cry about at the end of the game about that stupid call that I agree, by the way, was a BS call. But either way, it doesn't matter because that shouldn't have mattered at the end because if they had called the game correctly, it never would have come to that.
We even gave you the ball on the 30-yard line. Y'all still didn't score. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, they scored a field goal.
You did not get in the. What I'm saying is, who are you mad at? Like, really? Like, we gave you so many opportunities.
You know what they're mad at?
To win that game.
They live in Detroit. That's what they're mad at.
Yeah,
you live in Detroit. That should give you anger right there.
Y'all asked for it. Y'all said y'all wanted to play the Eagles. Y'all got to play the Eagles. Now, the only way you're going to be able to play the Eagles again is if you're going to have to go on a run and get in the playoffs and come to Philly again. And what you think going to happen when you come back? You think golf's going to be better?
You live in a city that's not even a city anymore. That's what you're crying about. Okay. My drama queen, of course, is Jamar Chase with I think the reason he did that is because he knows that they're done for the year. He's pouring his heart out. He's kind of like the opposite of AJ.
Yeah.
He's got the statistics, but he ain't got the record.
Right.
And AJ should be looking at Jamar Chase saying, look how frustrated he got to the point where he had to spit on someone because he is just so frustrated with the season. He's going to the Pro Bowl. He's going to be all pro.
Yeah.
Well, you can hang that trophy on nothing because it ain't next to a Super Bowl trophy.
Nah,
good luck with all those awards that don't mean shit because you ain't got the ring.
Right.
So I think that was deplorable. I mean, again, Jalen Carter did his thing. I think that was because, again, he was spit at, so he returned fire. So there was some justification, but not a lot. But in this case, there's no justification for just spitting on Jalen Ramsey because he didn't do anything. He was just talking crap, and you just can't take it anymore.
Right.
All right, let's get to our grades real fast.
Yeah, so I had our offense at a C. I had our defense at an A+. Special teams was an A, and coaching I had us at a B.
Okay. Offense, I think I originally had C-, but I'm changing that to a D because, again, as I talked to you about, for you to have 6 turnovers and 16 points, I'm sorry, it just does not translate. You cannot do that. And I got to give him a D. Almost an F, but you won the game, so I got to give you a D. Defense was an A+. And, I mean, to go against the third-ranked offense in the NFL and come out with less than 10 points, that's an A+.
Absolutely. That's 2 weeks in a row, though.
Yep, exactly. 2 weeks in a row, you went to a very good offense. And even Jordan Love, we know, blah, blah, blah. He's not the real deal, whatever. But he can still put up points, right?
And Nick Sirianni's still undefeated against the
NFC North, which is amazing. I love it. I love that. Special teams, I give a B+. Coaching, I gave a B+ only because I give Vic the A+. I give Patullo the C-, and it comes out to a B+. So that's what it's averaged out to.
Yeah.
Let's get a little deeper into it. And I got some things I got to talk to you about. So Hurts, just 50% of his passes for 135 yards. We talked about that.
They started out dropping early. I was wondering what was going on.
He did. Now, that's the thing. That ain't his fault. There were some drops. Goddard dropped one.
Spinny
dropped one.
No, Spinny dropped 2.
Spinny dropped 2. Dallas dropped 1. I think he missed AJ. I don't think he dropped it, but he missed AJ. Yeah. He could have caught it, but it was not a great pass.
Right.
But getting off to that slow start, he was 5 for 14 for 30 yards. So being 5 for 14 off the bat was not a good start.
Right.
Barkley had enough tough game. It's weird that he got 83 yards because it didn't look like he got 83 yards. That was a mystery.
He had some tough runs where he, drove the pile a little bit, got some yards. I mean, he was doing what he was supposed to do. We just used to seeing that breakout run.
Yeah. So he got 83 yards and 26 carries. Now your boy Tank, my boy Tank. Now I'm calling my boy now.
Right. See how things change. We got footage. I ain't even worried about it. We got footage.
I got Tank the runner as my boy. I got Tank the returner as I want to give that guy.
We got footage, dog. I wasn't bad mouthing that man.
You're getting your papers, man. You're getting your pink slips.
I wasn't bad mouthing that man. That was you.
He had 34 yards on 4 carries.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. AJ Brown caught 6 on 8 targets for 43 yards. His most receptions in the first half. He finished with only 7 grabs for 49 yards. So he only had 1 target, or he had 4 targets and 1 catch in the second half. So that's not good either. Again, his effort on that sideline route, I don't know what's going on, but it's making me nervous. Devontae Smith, 1 catch.
Yeah.
For like 5 yards or 10 yards, 11 yards, whatever it was. That's brutal. That just cannot happen.
Listen, a win is a win, man. You said 1 catch for what?
It's like 1 catch for 11 yards, was it, or something like that?
But when AJ, when we go through the whole game and AJ had 1 catch and we still won the game, nobody was complaining.
I want perfection, man.
No, dude,
nothing
it
less.
doesn't work. You can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both
I
ways.
settle for nothing less. Look at this face, Jay. This face is perfect.
I bet you wasn't
my team
complaining
is
about
perfect.
that one catch for 6 yards.
What's that?
I bet you I know who wasn't complaining about it.
His mom?
No, Smitty wasn't complaining. He's like, all right, we got the dub. Let's go to the next week.
I know he never complains. I know.
Yeah.
I know. He's a good man. I don't think he has vocal cords. I think he's just he's a mute.
No, that dude talk a lot.
Dallas Goedert finished with 2 passes of 24 yards. Again, a quiet game from him. Dotson, again, here the guy flashes, but I just can't get consistency. But he has a 34-yarder, and that was the longest pass play of the game. Darius Cooper, my boy, messed himself up on that false start. So I'm down on Coop right now because that was like, dude, you're my boy, but you're my boy, Blue.
You
but
got
that
one
was
job
bad.
on that play. I don't know what you was doing. All you got to do is wait for the push, and you jumping the line.
I know. Grant Kekateller, who's not a blocker, did have a nice wham block on Bigsby's 17-yarder. So I thought that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Latu had a nice lead on Hutchinson. He blocked out Hutchinson on a 5-yard run before the half. So Fred Johnson took over right tackle. He had a bad false start penalty, though. He did have the bad false start penalty late in the game, so that wasn't good. That went from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. So that kind of pissed me off. But he's overall good. Malata did pretty well in Hutchinson. I don't know if you saw it, but Hutchinson did have a half sack, but Malata did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I had one holding penalty. That was about it. Cam was in there, but I don't think he looked that great because Ali McNeil pushed him back a lot. I saw him getting pushed back a lot, and he left in the 4th quarter. Steen got beat on an inside rush also with those tackles. That was 11-yard sack of Hurts, and he also was flagged for a false start. So again, he was uneven in that game. He's been okay, but he was uneven. Dickerson, he got pushed back a little bit. Remember Barkley was going for that thing, he got pushed back. Yeah. So again, he's just not the same guy. I think it's a lot because of the injuries. It's not because he sucks anymore. It's just the injuries have not made him the same player this year.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting update from Vic Fangio. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, they asked him about Makuba, and he said he's a rookie. He's up, he's down, he's very uneven right now. And that's not a compliment. So that's basically he's telling you suck. Today he came out to say Drew Makuba is no longer a rookie. He said that's part of us playing better too, that he's playing better. So I agree with that. Everybody, it's a wave, right? From the defensive line to the secondary, it's just a wave of goodness that happens. He said earlier in the year, he had some bad plays that led to big plays for the opponent, and we haven't had that lately. And he said a lot has to do with Makuba. That's a great compliment from Vic.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I think I told you guys a story. Bud Grant always used to say, for every rookie you play, add a loss to your loss column. I heard another guy say, you've got to pay taxes on when you play rookies. But now it's game 11, and I don't think he's a rookie anymore. So that's basically telling him he got past his rookie stage, and now he's playing free and easy. I like that.
Right.
By the way, Eagles ground game again. Running backs Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery were held to 3.7 yards a rush. That's huge.
Yeah, and that like I said, if you go back and look at what I said, if we're protecting the space, like we're not allowing them to get out in space, we'll be fine. The touchdown that he got, space. Dude came across that middle, he got in space. Jahmyr Gibbs, all those big plays that he had in between the 20s.
Yep.
And I said, y'all can have all y'all want in between those 20s. We got to the red zone, shut that shit down.
I gotta say, Jahmyr Gibbs, man, he's more dangerous. He's more dangerous in the screen game than he is in a run game. My God,
he's a beast. He's a beast.
He is dazzling.
But I was right though.
Yeah.
I just wanted
to
want to make sure. No. Stop. You're not going to get respect on this one. No.
I got it. Okay, here we go. Jalen Phillips led the way again with the pressures. He got and Jared Goff to throw an incomplete pass on that 4th down in the 3rd quarter. The only time that Phillips did screw up is that he was a little aggressive on that screen pass that Gibbs went 42 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He came all the way around, lost contain, and
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs went off like that. So he's got to watch that. Jalen Carter set the tone early with just some great play. They remember the first sack wasn't really able to celebrate a lot with Phillips because they weren't sure what that flag was. But then you saw the dude grab Jalen Carter and pull him down. You know what it reminded me of when he grabbed him, pulled him down, and just sort of lauded him? Remember Villanova, Georgetown, when the dude just sort of pulled that guy back? Yeah. Remember that in the 86 finals?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that dude did. Ajomo seems to be doing really well. That's my boy. I've been with him for the past 3 years. I've been with Ajomo. He's just doing great. He's really doing great. Jelix Hunt didn't get to Goff off the edge, but he got close and had several hits on the quarterback. And Brandon Graham,
that one where they went one high and one low.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
I didn't think Goff was going to get up from that one. I was like, good gosh.
Brandon Graham looped around inside and helped clog that middle, and Gibbs failed fourth quarter. That was Brandon Graham pushing that back in. That was great stuff. Zach Vaughn is continuing to just kill it. I mean, that guy is just excellent every game. He led the Eagles in tackles and tackles for loss. So he's just crushing it. And Kobe Dean, again, we're talking about how great he was. He did get washed out, or Jahad Campbell got washed out on Gibbs' 33-yard screen. So there's 2 screens that he got lost on.
Yeah.
One was Phil's fault. One was Campbell's fault because Campbell got washed out. So he's got to watch that a little bit. Maybe just why he's probably not getting as many snaps. By the way, Dean was up to nearly 66% snaps. Jahad Campbell's down to 33%. So obviously 2/3 are going to Dean and 1/3 is going to Campbell now.
Right.
Q-Man, what more can you say? Didn't allow a completion when targeted. That's unbelievable. That's perfection.
Yeah.
Dory Jackson started out a little rough, but he came back and he really played a good game. He did come up with a pass breakup on third down.
Baby.
He did get caught a little soft on the Williams deep crossing route that resulted in a 19-yard gain. And he was also trailing him when he got the touchdown. But good game overall for Dory Jackson. He's nice. Nice to see him fighting back. Cooper DeJean obviously got the first interception. Gibbs did catch a wide 17-yard pass on DeJean, but that was about it. Blankenship and Makuba again playing very well. They rallied they've had 4 tackles apiece and no big plays against them.
Right.
St. Brown did caught a 40-yard pass. I think when St. Brown, when he caught a 34-yard pass over the safety, I think that was Blankenship that kind of bit on that, but Makuba will clean that up. Special teams was fine. I mean, I don't know what Jeremiah tried to do. I don't know how you got a 15-yard face mask penalty.
2 penalties.
This is the thing, man. This 7 special teams, I love them, and they're pretty much overall doing well, but there's always one personal foul penalty every game against special teams. What the fuck?
Well, here's the thing.
Gotta cut that shit out.
I was watching the game with an Atlanta fan, and he said, this was out of the blue. He was like, dude, y'all punt coverage is crazy. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, why y'all always down there? I was like, I started busting out laughing. He said, my team is never down there. He's like, every time y'all kick the ball, he said, that dude, as soon as he looked up, everybody down. He's like, y'all, the whole team be down there. I was like, dude, our punter is crazy. But then I also, he saw the same thing, Ringo. Dude was on the sideline, past the guy that got the ball. I'm like, where did he come from? Did he come off the sideline? And he just ran beeline to him. I'm like, dude, did he get down there that fast?
I thought Ringo, honestly, I thought he came out of the tunnel to get that guy because he was down there so fast.
When I saw him coming, I was like, I said, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute, Arnold isn't on the sideline? Because I'm trying to figure out why was he down there? Where was he coming from?
Right.
And all of a sudden he hit a beeline, and I'm like, how the hell did he get down there that fast? So he said it, and then I thought about it. I'm sitting there like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm blinded by the fact that I watch my team every week.
Right.
I'm not thinking that other people are watching my team after watching their team.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I'll take that as a compliment, right? And I'm like, I guess we do got good punt coverage. You know what I'm saying? But the craziest thing about it is we harp on, what's up with Trot, yo? Like what you doing, baby? It's like
that's a killer, man. See, that's a thing too. In the playoffs, that'll kill you.
It will, but I will say this: it hasn't burnt us, right?
Yet.
But that's where you learn. You go, you know what, man? That's my fault. I had 2. It won't happen next week, and that's where we get better.
Where's the throat slash, man?
We get better.
Yeah, Keely Ringo Kicker Elliott was great on a very gusty night. 49-yarder. That wasn't easy. That was no gimme.
Nah, I thought he was gonna miss it though.
Man, my boy, man. I gotta give some love to him. 40 yards, 41 net yards on 7 punts. Not bad. All right, let's get to the Eagles stats real fast, which I know you love.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles offense. They went from 23 to 25. Ugh. Indianapolis is the number 1 offense in the NFL. Eagles passing offense went from 25 to 28. They're averaging 184 yards a game. Not even 200. That's killing me. Number 1 team for passing.
Okay.
Yes, the Cowgirls. Ugh.
Yeah.
We went from 21 in rushing to 17th, which I don't know how we got better because we didn't rush a whole lot, but we now 115. Buffalo's the number 1 rushing offense. We went scoring. We went from 12th down to 16 at 23 points a game. So Indy's the best at 32. Let's get the defensive statistics. We went from 18th overall in defense after this game. You ready? To 18th. How do we go to the same? We shut down a big. I don't know.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine, man.
So we're letting up 326 yards a game. Houston is number 1 at 258. We went from 14th in passing to 15th. I don't know how that happens. 212. Cleveland's number 1 on that one. We went from 19th in rushing to 19th at 114. New England's now first at 84 yards a game. We went from 10th in scoring. This is good. We're finally within the top 10. We're now in 8th in scoring at 20 points a game. We were at 23 points a game, and Houston is the best at 16. Let's get to our top 5. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, our top 5. Let's remind our folks last week. What was your top 5 last week?
Last week, my top 5 was Eagles, Patriots, Colts, Denver, and the Rams.
Okay, my top 5 was Colts, Eagles, Patriots, Rams, Seattle. Let's get down to our top 5. Who's your number 5 on the board, Jay?
Seattle.
Okay, my number 5 is the Patriots. Number 4 for you?
The Rams.
Wow, the Rams are 4. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, number 4 was the Broncos. Big win over the Chiefs, but that defense is deadly. I don't like Bo Nix, but that defense is deadly.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 for you.
The Colts.
Number 3 for me is also the Colts. Wow, we agree on something finally. Okay. I know we ain't going to agree on number 2. Go ahead, number 2.
The Patriots.
The Patriots. Oh, you have the Patriots. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got them at 5. I don't totally believe in Drake May yet.
No, here's the thing. Do you think the Patriots or Denver will win that game?
That's a great game. That's a great game because Mike Vrabel, we all know, is he's the defensive.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have the Broncos in my top 5. That's why I say the Patriots, because I believe the Patriots are better than what the Broncos are. The Broncos beat the Chiefs because they play them twice a year. They almost beat them last year twice. You see what I'm saying? It's just like one of those situations. I still don't believe in Bo Nix. I still don't think he's that guy. Yes, he did beat us or whatever, but I don't fear him. I think Drake May is doing way more in New England than Bo Nix is doing in Denver. That's why.
But that's my thing. I think the offense certainly is better with New England over to Denver, without a doubt.
They got the number 1 offense.
Yeah, but I still think that their defense, their defense is a little weak, so that's why Bo Nix maybe would be okay against that.
We'll see.
But their defense, I could see not eliminating the Pats offense, but shutting them down enough that's where they would come down to that battle.
Okay.
All right, number 2 for me is the Birds. I know. I love pissing you off. This is what I do. Number 1 for you, of course, is
Eagles, Eagles, man. Go Birds.
All right, for me, and you talked about this earlier, that balanced attack from the Rams certainly has my attention. Even though we beat the Rams, it's something that it came down to a final kick. So I have those teams just about even. I could put Rams and Eagles as both the number 1 team right now. I really think they're about even.
You have the Rams at number 1?
Rams number 1.
Are you serious?
Dude, I'm a Stafford fan. I love that guy.
Here's my argument. And this people, I just want to let y'all know, me and Corey are cool, but I don't like them. And let me tell you.
You know what? Your sentiment is shared by a lot of people.
Whatsoever. They almost just lost to Seattle, who is my number 5 team, right? You almost lost to Seattle. Don't act like they won't lose to San Francisco. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what we beat this team. We beat the Rams.
Yeah, but we didn't beat them. We got a blocked field goal. It makes me go, okay, and that was at home.
I get it.
If we have to go there,
the last 3 times we played the Rams, who won the game?
Oh, we did.
Thank you. So how you even rank them above us? They still proving they can beat us.
My concern would be if we trip up and we got to go out there for the NFC Championship
I'm
game.
not worried about if, because we beat them twice there. What are you talking about? They're like
Yeah, but we beat them there, but we didn't have Kevin Patullo running that offense.
we beat him with Kevin Patullo this year. What I'm saying is this: I'm walking down the street. You see me smack this dude up 3 times, 3 different games. You see me smack this dude up, right? And you gonna walk up and be like, I think you can beat him. Are you like you just see me smack this dude 3 times?
Yeah, but you snuck up on it from behind.
I'm gonna make you remember this, dog. You put the Rams over top of the Eagles. You must have lost your mind. Now watch this week. The Rams lose to a team they got no business losing to, and then they ain't gonna be on your list at all.
Well, let's go see what the other rankings are. The ESPN has it: Rams, Eagles, Pats, Colts, Broncos. NFL has Rams, Colts, Eagles, Seattle Broncos.
See how disrespectful that is?
Stephen A. Smith has the Eagles as second. He did have them as sixth. CBS Sports a couple of weeks ago has them in 11th, and now they're third with CBS Sports. USA Today now has them at fourth. SI, Sports Illustrated, had them at 9th, also disrespectful. Now has them as second. And Yahoo and Athletic both have them as first.
Now here's the Rams. How is the Rams the number 1 team in the league?
I like that team, man. It's a tough team.
Go ahead and get you a Rams jersey. How about that?
I gotta duff out that Eric Dickerson jersey.
I want somebody to soundbite this. The Rams, the LA Rams. Whoever Rams fans is out there, ain't no real Rams fans out there.
No, there isn't.
Y'all trash.
Yeah.
Y'all trash. You still haven't shown me you can beat the Eagles.
There's people still in St. Louis walking around with Rams jerseys.
Y'all have not beaten Nick Sirianni ever. Ever. Now deal with that.
You know what?
This man picked them above the Eagles. You got to be.
This is the only thing.
That's crazy.
This is the only thing that makes me laugh. The only thing in this world, it ain't to wake up and poop, to wake up and pee. It isn't wake up and you're hungry. The only thing that gets Sean McVay up at night is the fact that he has not beaten Nick Sirianni. Genius Sean McVay. I'm like, dude, yeah. I would walk up. The first thing I say is like, dude, how have you not beaten Nick Sirianni? That is disgraceful.
Because Nick is smarter.
Oh, come on.
Nick is smarter. He's way more intelligent.
We're gonna have to.
He's way more muy inteligente than Sean McVay.
Folks, we're gonna have to cut the show off early because obviously Jay is drunk as hell.
Hey man, listen, he's better. He's better.
Real fast before we're gonna get to our Eagles Cowboys preview, we're gonna run a little over tonight, but let's start this, man. Let me throw this at you. At Cowboys, home Bears, at Chargers, home Raiders, at Washington, at Buffalo, Washington home. Looking at the rest of that year, okay, Eagles can take care of business against the Cowboys, Raiders, and Commanders twice, probably. That gets them 12 wins. Mm-hmm. With 2 of those 3 against the Bears, Chargers, and Bills, if they get 2 of those 3, that's 14 wins. That's probably a first-round bye. Mm-hmm. With 1 of those 3, which is probably more likely, but I'll be optimistic and say we can get 2 out of 3. You're looking at 13-4, which I'm not sure we had. What did you have for them wins? I think I had. Did you have 13?
Yeah.
I had 12, I think.
Yeah.
Do you see it playing out, though? How do you see it playing out? Do you think they would be more 13-4 or 14-3?
We have 2 losses right now.
So, 2 losses now. And you got Cowboys, Bears, Chargers, Raiders, Washington twice, Buffalo.
We'll lose 1 game.
Wow.
Because I told you there's no offense that scares me. Like we just mollywopped the Lions defensively. Now, what team do you see that we have to play next out of those games that you named that's going to have an offense that defense cannot stop?
No, it's not. I'm not worried about the offense. I'm worried about our own offense.
It don't matter. That offense is going to figure it out.
What I'm trying to tell
you is the way this defense is playing right now, and it won't be every week.
I'll say this.
Do you really see us losing to Dallas, the Bears, the Chargers, or the Raiders? Do you see us losing any of those games?
I can't see it. I don't know. I'll tell you this though.
Wait a minute. Then you only got 3 more. Washington, Buffalo, Washington. The one loss could be the one we don't got to play at the end.
Yeah, Washington at home.
Right? Because we'd be like, oh, we got it.
Well, wait a minute. That could be the Tanner McGee game.
Right. But then here's the crazy thing. The only reason I'm saying Buffalo is not a worry to me is because their defense is horrible.
Which
their
one?
defense is horrible.
Who?
The Bills.
Oh, the Bills. Yeah.
They have no defense. I thought Dallas defense was bad. Buffalo defense is way worse. Way worse. So I'm just saying, I don't see us losing. We probably gonna lose one. We probably gonna give one that we ain't got no business losing, but I don't see us losing one more. That's it.
Well, Buffalo's ranked 15th, and but okay, all right. I'm just letting you know,
dude. I'm telling you right now, dude. Listen, they lost to Miami.
I mean, here's the thing. I want to be optimistic. You know me. I love the pessimistic role. I mean, we're comedians. You got to play the pessimistic role. But if you look at this schedule, if you told me,
it's tough.
No. If you told me at the end of the year, and you said we're going to run this whole thing, not even one loss, I couldn't disagree with it. At the same time, if we lost 3 or 4 of these, I wouldn't disagree with it. It's that kind of thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about anybody. But you know the way the NFL is. I wasn't worried about the Giants a couple weeks ago, and look what happened there.
But here's the thing about the Giants game. We knew going in, there's going to be a game you're going to lose that you got no business losing, right?
Right.
We just happen to have 2 of them back to back, right? We had 2 of them back to back. But if you told me everybody knew we had a murderer's row when it came to our schedule.
Right.
We're done with the hardest part of our schedule. We're done with it. Our hardest part is over. And we beat every challenge we had. So every team that we had on our schedule that possibly could have been favored against us, we beat them.
That's very true, because here's the thing. The Cowboys have a great offense, but their defense sucks, even though they got reinforcements. We'll get to that in a minute. The Bears just don't scare me at all, because I just don't think that guy is the quarterback's not that real.
Not with our defense.
The Chargers pretty much have a decimated offensive line, so they have nobody protecting Justin Herbert.
You see what they did this past week?
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Right.
Raiders are a joke. They're an absolute joke.
Right.
And Washington is a shell of them former selves.
Right.
Buffalo would be the only one where it's like, I'm not scared of them, but that's when it's Buffalo. It could be snowing. It could be one of those things where they just.
If you're going to lose one, lose to the AFC on the road. Like everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But by that point, it might be a foregone conclusion by then.
All right, let's get to our Eagles Cowboys. We're at the top of the hour. Let's get that real fast. Boy, I hope here's the biggest thing with this Eagles Cowboys preview. I don't want to get in a shootout. I hope we do not have to get in a shootout with these guys. I'm sure our defense will do fine, but God forbid we have to get in a shootout with this thing. I know you can make your funny faces.
Look, man,
I'm nervous,
dude. What?
Because we might be down. We might be down Cam. We might be down Lane.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Quinyon Williams or whoever they picked up from the Jets is going to be the guy that's going to be like, oh, man, he destroyed our line. Come on, man.
Barkley had a pretty average day against the Cowboys. He finished with 60 yards in the first game, so we'll see if that does any better. But they need to get the running game going for this game, because he has eclipsed 100 yards rushing in just one game this year so far.
Their defense is trash. Dude, I'm going to tell you, everything we need going to happen is going to happen. I'm going to tell you, listen, everything, it'll look like the Giants' second game.
Oh, yeah. So when the Eagles last saw the Cowboys, they still have an atrocious. They're still ranked 31st, and they were ranked 31st entering Monday nights. I think they're still ranked 31st. The Raiders couldn't get much going on the ground, but again, Raiders suck, and most of the time they were behind, so they couldn't even use their ground game. They did acquire Quinyon Williams of the New York Jets. They also acquired the linebacker. What the hell is his damn name? Logan Wilson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they kept the. So Eagles played Cowboys. Quinyon didn't shadow CeeDee Lamb, by the way. When he was in coverage against the Cowboys receiver, he kept him in check. So they might look to do that again. Who was it saying? Fangio. Oh, by the way, this is another thing we didn't talk about, but Fangio's been utilizing Mitchell as a boundary cornerback. Now, for all those who don't know what that means, a boundary cornerback, when you have the ball between the hashes and the ball is towards one side of that hash, you're automatically putting Quinyon Mitchell on the short field because the quick pass is an easy one to do, and you need your best cornerback in that one. When you have the ball that's to the farthest hash, when it's a farther throw, that's when you get Adoree Jackson who's a little slower, who doesn't have to react as fast. So that's what he's doing. That's why he's using it's called a boundary cornerback. And I like what he's done with that, Jay. That is an outstanding move by Vic, and that's how smart he is to keep using that. But given the Cal's dual threats, he may take that approach with Mitchell this week just to use him on the boundary, whatever is best. Pickens, by the way, had 144 yards last night. Lamb had 66 yards. So they're both going to eclipse 1,000 yards this season. I know you don't care, but that's all right. Cowboys, third in offense, first in passing, 15th in running. Cowgirls, third worst in defense. Actually, they're third worst in defense, third worst passing, and about 20th in run. So this is a game I would love to see Jalen get healthy and start throwing the ball around and get us back to some healthy throwing offense. What are your thoughts? By the way, your boy Trevor Keegan is on the IR for the Dallas.
We'll win. And it basically is going to come down to is Dallas sucks. They're going to come in. They're going to be hyped. They're going to be like, oh, we on the same level as the Eagles. Everybody knows that they're not on the same level as the Eagles. I'm not going to argue with no Dallas Cowboy fans this week. I don't want to hear no mess from the Dallas Cowboys fans this week. We're not the same. Y'all know we're not the same. You guys are playing for next year. We're playing for this year. Only thing I want to do is come out of this game with the win like I know we will and no injuries. That's it. That's all that matters. I don't give a damn about a Dak Prescott. I don't give a damn about a George Pickens, a CeeDee Lamb, or anybody else y'all line up on the field. This is not your year. Y'all out of our league, and this is not even going to be a close game. I don't give a damn what happens. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody complaining about, oh, we could have won. You could have won what? You're not even at 500. Shut the hell up. What are we previewing here? I don't even know why you went through the whole soliloquy that you had. I don't care nothing about this. It's Dallas week. They suck. We're going to win. Over.
See, folks, you're getting so angry. He's getting the vein going. The vein is popping, baby.
It's over, man. I don't want to hear nothing from no Dallas fans this week. This ain't even a game.
What's your final score?
35-3.
Damn.
Because Dallas sucks. That's why. I don't give a damn. Care nothing about no prediction. Like that's when it's over, dude.
I think Jalen finally gets his pass game going. I say 31-13. I think that's how it's going to go down.
Okay. All right.
Last but not least, the trivia. Here's some good stuff. Who was the last tight end with 100 yards? Any 100 yards, whether playoff or regular season. Who's the last tight end with a 100-yard game against Nick Sirianni since he became head coach? The last tight end with a 100-yard game. Name who that is. The other one was the Eagles have won consecutive games despite scoring fewer than 20 points in each game for the first time since when? And this is a bit of a foreboding thing. I don't know if you consider it good or bad, but the last time they did a game where they won consecutive games despite scoring less than 20 points in each game. When's the last time that happened? And why is that significant?
Because it probably was the last time we won a Super Bowl.
No, you're close, but not quite. All right, so there's your trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the comments, as always, and if you are correct, or the first person to be correct, we will send you out some merchandise. You pick your merchandise on BroadStreetMisery.com. We got glasses, mugs, T-shirts, hoodies. We got all kinds of great stuff. So pick out what you like. We'll be happy to send it out to you. As always, thanks for listening. You can catch us on X, Apple, Tunes, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. All our stuff is out there. Please follow us. We'd love to hear your comments. We want to hear your feedback, all that good stuff. And you can catch us here every week, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, Broad Street Misery Network on the Fly Eagles Fly podcast. As always, tonight, I've been Corey Alexander along with
J-Bliss.
And we'll see you next Tuesday after the Eagles win over the pathetic, stupid-ass, ugly-ass Cowgirls. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Go Birds.